So as you may know, over the past couple of days, we saw some pretty meteoric rises of some of these stocks. GameStop shooting from $4 all the way back from 2020 to about $330 literally to just yesterday. January 2021, and then of course AMC shooting up 400-500% just yesterday as well. What is going on with all this stuff? Well, with GameStop, what was happening was, in a nutshell, you have this huge hedge fund. I think Melvin Capital, was the hedge fund in this case, and they actually took a huge short position on, GameStop. So it turns out that they somehow were able to take a short position of about 100 and something percent of the stocks. So essentially, they said, we're willing to bet that over 100% of the existing shares of the GameStop stock is going to essentially plummet. That's what they were betting. Now, I think that's the main question. People aren't understanding how they shorted over 100% of the available stocks. Doesn't make any sense to me either. But the point is, because of that, it seems like people over at WallStreetBets, r/WallStreetBets on Reddit, they went ahead and said, all right, since we were able to figure this out, let's go ahead and pump the hell out of GameStop because it was pretty cheap, I guess, a couple of weeks ago. And they pumped it all the way to, again, $330. And essentially what's going on is the reason why it seems like it's just going up and up and up is because since these guys took a short position of such a large magnitude, they're essentially forced to buy all of the remaining stocks that people are selling because they essentially said that they're willing to buy over 100% of the shares at a somewhat of a lower price. And if it doesn't, then they need to somehow close that position and buy it back. So either way, they need to buy back every share of the stock. The thing is that people can choose whatever price they want to list it at. People can essentially bid it up as high as they want, assuming that there are buyers for it. Now, of course, that's where today comes in. January, what's today? January 28th. Robinhood opened today, and so did, actually, I think it was Robinhood and maybe I think TD Ameritrade. I know definitely Robinhood. And they actually banned the buying of GameStop, AMC, Nokia, and I think Naked, which is the company for drinks. But essentially, these are all stocks that people were talking about on TikTok. I saw the night before, and just in general on social media, and they banned the buying of it. So essentially, this hedge fund was about to take the biggest L of all time. They were literally losing, from what I understand, millions and billions of dollars. The hedge fund itself is worth $12 billion, and they operate down in New York City. They were essentially going bankrupt by the end of this week, from what people are saying, and it looks like Robinhood is essentially, I almost want to use the word colluding, to helping them out, right? They're stopping the people from being able to purchase the GameStop stock and these other three and whatnot, because I guess they want to save the hedge funds, which is kind of weird for an app that prides itself in being for the people and having the name Robinhood. So that's currently what's going on right now, and Twitter is in an uproar. I haven't seen one person actually agree with what's going on with Robinhood or any of these companies. Essentially what it was is just one hedge fund getting really, really greedy and just trying to short the shit out of this one stock. And even after it went up a whole, I think even after it went to $150 the other day, they had actually gotten even more funding from different investors, I think like a 1 or 2 billion, and they shorted it even more. They doubled down on the short, and then it rose up over $200 just 2 days later. So what I would like to do is, for anyone who's watching who is involved in Robinhood or involved in WallStreetBets, anything stock related, I welcome you guys to the crypto space. It's not as complicated as it seems, I promise you. Essentially, you're able to buy crypto-based stocks, pretty much cryptos that are essentially just mirrors of stocks, on the crypto market. So it's like you can trade GameStop, AMC, and these different stocks, all using cryptocurrencies, instead of being on these actual exchanges where they can limit you. Because this is what we're finally seeing now, that people are finally understanding that, these are centralized exchanges, everything here is centralized, and because of that, you need to operate by their rules. It's just how it is at the end of the day. That's why we have crypto. That's why we have something called decentralized finance, where essentially you are the owner and the operator essentially of these exchanges that exist. No one owns it. The people essentially own it. It's run brand by governance essentially. But you don't need to know all that. The point is that No one can limit you. No one can restrict you from what you want to buy, and no one can ban you because it's permissionless. It's open source. No one, literally nobody can tell you you can't buy from there. So what I would recommend is take a look at Synthetics, which is pretty much one of the biggest places right now to buy, sell, trade any of those type of commodities. I'm not sure if they have stocks on there yet, but one platform that does have it is Mirror Protocol. I just made a video about that. You can take a look up above if you want to learn more about that in a simple way. But if you already know you want to do it, you can click the link below and you can pretty much just be taken there straight away, and you can actually trade some stocks. I don't think they have GameStop or AMC on there just yet, but they are planning on adding it. So I welcome you guys to the crypto space. I'm sure most people will come here just from the crypto videos anyways, so either way, we'll see what happens, but this is why we need a permissionless and open source world, and this is why crypto, at the end of the day, will be the number one thing to buy, because when you buy crypto, you're opting out of these centralized systems, you're opting out of the government-funded money, you're opting out of all this stupid stuff, dude. I mean, honestly, like, that's why I wake up every day, with no stress, because I'm not afraid of, of being banned from using my own money. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you, Robinhood. I'm out.